What is going on, guys? Shiny Fox here, back with another video. Today we have our CBL REBORN draft analysis. So I'll just give you guys a little story about this. So you guys know CBL was the first draft league I did ever, and it was also for season 2 of CBL was the first draft league I ever posted on this channel. Unfortunately, it died, but it's been like 5 months since CBL season 2, so me and Moki thought, let's make CBL Reborn. It's just the BBE tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Actually, wait, no, there's 2 tier 3s. Then tier 4, tier 5, Z Crystal, Mega, and then 400 picks for your free 400 points for your free picks. This is a 12-person league. I think I got 11th pick, which is kind of nice, so we can pretty much guarantee some mons for us. And I wanted to build this team around Mega Heracross because I was looking at that thing and I was like, its only flaw is its speed. So if I can build around that and get some good stuff for it, then we're Gucci. Wait, I'm so dumb. I forgot to put, I'm dumb. I forgot to put it on here. Whatever, I'll put that one as the last one. I'm trying to build around the mana that I don't even have. Anyways, let's just get started here. With my first pick, I chose Kieran Black. This thing is a monster with that base 170 attack. Oh, I'm showing off the whole team. I'm smart. So it's a monster with that base 170 attack. It has a decent speed tier at 95. And it can outspeed stuff like Lando and all that jazz. And I also have the ICMZ for it, for the Z free shock, and it gets a plethora of coverage. It's even good specially, and that's when probably, most of the time, we're probably running mixed, because it's only ice move other than HP ice and freeze shock is ice beam. I mean, there might be one more that's trash, but yeah. Next, we have Oprah here, our Florge. Actually, wait, I'm not going in pick order from now on. Next, we have Oprah here. Our Florges. This thing, I wanted something to, I wanted a fairy, and a lot of fairies were dropping. But this thing was left, and I needed a tier 2 pick, so I chose this thing. It's pretty good. It can hit pretty hard. It's a nice bit F-ball. Not that good physical defensively, but it's fine. It can pass wishes. It's a good cleric. It gets some coverage with psychic and grass moves. And yeah. Next we have Nidoqueen. This thing covers up some of Heracross's weakness. The weakness is, I believe so, I know I built this team around covering Heracross's weaknesses. Well, not psychic, but not flying, but I know one mon that we have does. I don't know, I'll go over that after. So this thing, I wanted some toxic spikes, I wanted some stealth rocks. This thing, it gets sheer force, and it can attack very hard with that. 76 speed is but it's decent for a Scarfer. And it just hits super hard, reliable rock setter, and it has decent bulk. Yeah. Next we have Damage here, or Darmanitan. This thing, I wanted a fire type. It was round 7, and I needed another tier 3 pick, so I was why not choose this thing? I'm surprised it's still here. It's an amazing mon. It hits super hard, sheer force, flare blitzes. It's kind of mostly forced into a scarf position because it's base 95, same as Kieran Black, but the thing about Kieran Black is it has enough it has enough bulk to where it's fine not having to run Scarf every week. But Darmanitan, it only has like 16 inch defenses and only like 90 HP. So yeah. But it doesn't always have to be Scarf. Like I guess you could run like Sub-Slack or something like that. Next we have Bombay or Rabombi here. I wanted some webs to support Heracross. This thing, it's a second fairy, but it and Florges fill very different roles. This thing, it could be like a suicide lead. It could also be a Quiver Dance variant. And Florges is more of just like a bulky pivot. And Cleric and Wish Passer. This thing gets like some coverage. It gets like Bug, Fairy, Grass, Psychic, that stuff. It also gets Tailwind to support Heracross as well. But the biggest thing for it is Sticky Webs, and that's the biggest reason why I drafted it. Next, we have our Tier 5 pick. I wanted a Psychic. It was either this thing or Kadabra, but I wanted something that could be more bulky. So I chose Duosion, because it's a way better EV user than Kadabra. Kadabra is more of like Scarf or Sash user, but this thing can run EV Light pretty effectively. And it gets the same abilities as Reuniclus. It gets pretty much the same coverage as Reuniclus. It gets Trick Room, and it has base 115, I believe, 125. 125 special attack, which is oof. Yeah, this thing's amazing. Next, we have Zapdos here. This thing, it's mostly to support Heracross. Tailwinds, it can T-Wave, it can Volt Switch, and although it has base 100 speed, you usually run it with more bulk and not as much speed, so a lot of times you get a slow Volt Switch on your opponent. And then you can go into Heracross and just start wrecking stuff with Tailwind up. Don't slouch on this thing though. It could be a decent sweeper. I guess like it gets a pretty good amount of coverage, like Heat Wave and like actually does it? Like Discharge that can support Heracross. Whirlwind, that's nice. It gets both attacking forms of momentum. And yeah, it's a very reliable screen setter as well. Next, we have Soul Link Day or Crawdon here after Ryan and United Gamers Soul Link. I wanted this thing. This thing covers a lot of Heracross's weaknesses. I'm dumb. So it covers the Psychic type. It covers pretty much the Flying type. Like, my team's really not that weak to Flying. And then it covers the Fire type. It covers what else is Heracross weak to? Fire, Psychic, Flying. Fire, Psychic, Flying. Can't remember right now. Oh crap. I don't know. But this thing's also very good. Well, I mean, pretty good Drunken Dance Sweeper. It's really slow. Doesn't have that much special attack, but it has good physical attack and physical defense. And if you get up a D-Dance, it might be a GG from there. Next, we have Uganda Forever, our Lipard. This thing, it's really good to support Heracross. Okay. It gets really good amount of coverage, surprisingly. Like, grass moves. Sorry about that, guys. I don't remember where we left off. I'm pretty sure we talked about Lipard. So, let's come over here to our last Mon and our last pick in Laurentis. This thing, for a tier 5, it's actually pretty good. When you look at those stats, it looks but its ability in Contrary is really nice. And you compare that with like stuff like It gets superpower, I think. It gets superpower, right? Does it not get superpower? Okay, it gets superpower. It gets crap. Fuck. Um, okay, so it gets like superpower and leaf storm and what else does it get? I'm pretty sure it gets more. Like crap. Okay. Okay, maybe that's all it gets for setup, but it has that for both sides, which is really nice. And under webs, this thing actually might be able to sweep some teams if I can like somehow get like if it's okay. If I'm under webs with tailwind, then I might be able to sweep some teams because that puts me at, let's see, so 45 times 2 is 90, and then 90 times 1.5 is somewhere around base 140. So, yeah, that's the draft analysis, guys. Week 1 is against our boy Moki Wolf, the other commissioner of this league. If you guys like this draft, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You guys know what to do. I will see you guys next time. Peace.